Hey everybody, I'm back again to do my Diamond Python setup. Basically, those of you watch my Murray Darling setup that I posted a couple of months ago, I said I'd put this up. So for those of you who are thinking about buying a Diamond Python or are just interested in some facts and figures and basically how to set their tanks up, obviously there's a lot of people that will tell you different things about Diamond Pythons. The care for them is slightly different to most other snakes. They do require the UV light, and they do require a pretty decent sized cage. At the moment, I've got a 4 foot by 4 foot high by 2 foot deep enclosure. Basically, yeah, I've done a lot of research over the past sort of 6 months or so before I got it, just for heating requirements and stuff. I ended up actually getting the diamond from a breeder who works at Victorian Reptile in Melbourne, and I also got the tank custom made there as well. Basically, with the heating requirements, there's nothing much to it really. They do require UV light, which I've got there, and your basking light. Other than that, though, they really don't need any more heat source. Other than that, like in Murray Darlings, for example, you've got an ambient heat going all the time, and also, I mean, I'll put a UV light in my Murray Darling tank, not that it needs it, just basically to have it so it's got a normal day-night cycle. As you can see at the moment, temperature-wise, I've got digital thermostat, so that's reading about 39 degrees at the moment under the spot, and then I've got another one down there that's reading about 22 degrees. Diamonds are cold weather snakes, so you really don't need to smash the heat into them at all. Again, they're quite happy to bask in the morning for a couple of hours and then go about their business in the shade or go into their hide. At the moment, my hatchling is sitting quite comfortably in the corner there under the UV light, so she's quite happy. A lot of people also talk a lot about keeping the hatchlings in Click-Clacks. I really haven't kept any of my snakes in Click-Clacks at all. I think obviously one of the main reasons would be because one would be costing. Obviously when you first get your snake, you don't have to obviously go to this expense to buying your enclosure. And another thing, some people say it's a security thing, a safety thing for the snakes. They feel stressed if they're put into a large enclosure. I actually believe that's rubbish. I've never actually had that at all with my snakes. All of my snakes have basically gone straight out into a hatchling into their enclosures and really never had any problems feeding or shown any signs of stress at all. So basically that's it. Again, they need a lot of height, so the diamonds are going to grow about 7 foot. You really need height and they need a lot of room basically. I'm using just your normal terrain bark in the bottom. Basically it looks pretty nice. It's easy to clean. It does hold a little bit of moisture, not that the diamonds need it at all, but I just wanted to try something different. I've really sampled basically every single terrain that I can put in the bottom. I still prefer the kitty litter, which I've got over here in my Murray Darling enclosure. Now also obviously my Murray Darling doesn't need UV, but I actually put it in there anyway just for the fact to give it a normal day-night cycle. But yeah, I do prefer that kitty litter. It's the best. It doesn't smell. Again, I've only just put her in the other day, so I'll sample this and see how I go with that one. Basically all up, the tank cost me about $8.50 with the stand, which is pretty cheap. I was quoted actually before that having a 3 foot long by 4 foot deep, I think, 4 foot high, sorry, by 2 foot deep was just going to cost about $9.50 or something, and I've been quoted anywhere between, for the Diamond Python only cost me $4.50. And I've been quoted, if you go into like normal reptile shops, basically, they're anywhere between sort of $500 to $700. So, general pricing I've seen is about $6.99. So I've got a good deal on that. I don't know if I've said it already, but yeah, I got it from Victorian Reptile in Melbourne. Matthew, who works there, actually breeds diamonds, and he's been breeding them for about 10 years. He actually breeds all of his snakes. So if any of you guys are in Melbourne, I'll highly recommend that you go and see him if you're looking at getting your next snake or just starting out with snakes. Again, they're very good pricing, and he knows what he's talking about. So yeah, I'm going to post this on YouTube shortly. If you've got any other questions at all, you can just post or yeah, comment. Hope you guys like it, and hope you guys have learnt something and have gotten some ideas about how to either set your tank up or, you know, filter out some of the stuff that's going around with snakes. So yeah, I hope you enjoy.